Imagine waking up tomorrow, not worrying about your bank account or scrambling to make ends meet. What if I told you that you, yes you, don't need to work hard anymore to achieve abundance? What if your struggle with finances could be over with just a simple shift in mindset? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not. It's not about magic. It's about spiritual alignment and trusting that your prosperity is already on its way. In this moment, you are entering a new season where abundance is guaranteed. No more sweat, no more struggle, just trust. You've been chosen, and this transformation is happening for you right now. Ready to step into your wealth? Something big is happening, and most people can't see it yet. The ones who've struggled, who felt like they've been pushing uphill forever, are about to experience a shift unlike anything before. This isn't about working harder or finding some secret formula. It's about stepping into a new reality where financial burdens fade and prosperity flows effortlessly. If life has felt like a constant test, get ready. The rules are changing, and abundance is taking over. Imagine waking up and realizing that everything you once fought for is now chasing you instead. That's the kind of shift unfolding for the chosen ones. The energy of Buddha's wisdom, of true spirituality, is aligning in ways that make success feel natural, not forced. No more struggling to earn wealth, it's about receiving it. Just like a river doesn't fight to flow, neither should those who are stepping into their divine season. For years, society has taught that wealth comes from endless work, sacrifices, and struggle. But the enlightened ones know better. Look at the great spiritual masters, the sages who understood the deeper truths. They didn't grind themselves into exhaustion. They tapped into a higher power that effortlessly attracted everything they needed. And now, that same force is shifting in your favor. It's already happening, subtle at first, but undeniable. Some may notice random opportunities appearing, financial burdens lifting, or even unexpected money arriving without logical explanation. It's not a coincidence. It's a prosperity wave, and those who recognize it will ride it to unimaginable heights. Holding on to the old mindset of work hard or suffer will only keep you stuck. Let it go. If you felt exhausted, like you've given everything and received little in return, understand this. Those struggles were never in vain. They were the foundation, the training ground preparing you for this moment. Now, the doors that once seemed locked are opening. The weight is lifting. You don't need to chase anything anymore. What's meant for you is already moving in your direction. And here's the most fascinating part. This isn't just about you. This divine shift is something greater than any individual. It's a collective awakening, a turning point where the chosen ones will lead the way star, showing others what true abundance looks like. And when people start asking, "How did you do it?" you'll know the truth. It wasn't about doing more, but about allowing more. But here's the catch. Most won't believe it until they see it. They'll doubt, hesitate, and keep grinding away in the old system, waiting for a miracle that's already here. The ones who truly trust the process will be the first to experience the full force of this transformation. And that brings us to the next crucial step. Most people have been conditioned to believe that financial security comes from endless effort. Work harder, grind longer, hustle every day. That's the old way of thinking. But here's the truth. Those who truly understand prosperity know it's not about chasing money. It's about aligning with it. The moment you stop obsessing over how and when wealth will arrive, you create space for it to flow effortlessly into your life. Think of the Buddha's wisdom. Detachment brings true peace. When you release the anxiety of making things happen, you allow abundance to unfold naturally. Trust isn't passive, it's powerful. It means knowing deep in your core that you are taken care of. The ones who succeed aren't necessarily the ones who work the hardest. They're the ones who trust the most. Some might argue, but I have bills to pay. I can't just sit back and do nothing. That's the fear-based mindset keeping so many stuck. Trust doesn't mean you stop taking action. It means you stop forcing outcomes. Imagine planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust the process, water it, and let nature do its thing. The same goes for wealth. Look around and you'll see it happening. Some people work tirelessly and barely make ends meet. Others seem to attract prosperity without struggle. What's the difference? It's not luck, it's alignment. They expect abundance. They don't chase it desperately. And that expectation shifts everything, allowing financial blessings to arrive in ways that seem almost magical. Here's something practical. Instead of worrying about money, start focusing on what you already have. Gratitude is a frequency that amplifies prosperity. Try this. Every night, write down 5 things you're grateful for, especially the small ones. Watch how this simple shift starts attracting more reasons to be thankful, including unexpected financial breakthroughs. The biggest test is letting go of control. The moment you stop trying to force wealth, you open the door for it to enter in ways you never imagined. It might come through a random business idea, a conversation, or even a completely unexpected source. But you won't see it if you're too focused on worrying. The key is to relax into the flow and trust what's already set in motion. And just when you think it can't get any better, guess what? It does. Because once you start trusting, you realize something even bigger. Wealth isn't just possible, it's already guaranteed. Here's the truth most people don't realize. Abundance is already yours. It's not something you have to beg for, chase, or prove yourself worthy of. The moment you align with the flow of prosperity, you start seeing it show up everywhere. The key? Knowing it's on its way. The universe, like a mirror, reflects your expectations. If you expect wealth, you'll attract it. If you doubt it, you'll block it. Buddhism teaches that the mind creates reality. If your mind is constantly filled with thoughts of lack, I never have enough money, wealth isn't for people like me, then that's exactly what you'll experience. But the second you shift to a mindset of certainty, wealth is coming, I am already prosperous, you start magnetizing opportunities, ideas, and unexpected financial breakthroughs. Think about it. Have you ever had a moment where money just appeared out of nowhere? Maybe an old debt was repaid, a random refund showed up, or you got an opportunity you never expected. That wasn't a coincidence. That was proof that prosperity is always trying to reach you. The problem is, most people reject it without realizing, by doubting, overthinking, and blocking the flow. Let's get practical. Instead of worrying about how money will come, focus on expanding your capacity to receive. Start acting as if financial abundance is already yours. This doesn't mean reckless spending, it means shifting into an energy of trust. For example, when paying a bill, instead of feeling drained, say, I'm grateful I have the resources to pay this, and more is on the way. This tiny shift rewires your relationship with money. Here's a secret most wealthy people understand. Money follows belief, not effort. That's why 2 people can work the same job, but one struggles while the other thrives. It's not just about skill, it's about the inner programming. The ones who succeed don't hope for wealth, they expect it. They live in a state of certainty that it's coming, and that certainty opens doors they never saw before. When you fully accept that your financial abundance is already guaranteed, you stop stressing over money. You stop questioning whether you'll be successful. Instead, you prepare for it. You start making space for prosperity to enter. Whether that means setting up new investments, expanding your skills, or simply relaxing into trust, wealth is already seeking you. The question is, are you truly ready to receive it? And here's the crazy part. This is just the beginning. Because once you see how effortlessly wealth flows in, you'll realize something even deeper. All your past struggles had a purpose. Ever wonder why your journey to prosperity has felt like an uphill battle? Here's the truth. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt was never a punishment. It was preparation. The universe wasn't blocking you, it was building you. Think about it. How could you truly appreciate wealth if you'd never struggled? How could you handle prosperity if you hadn't first learned resilience? Buddha taught that suffering isn't the enemy, it's the teacher. Those financial hardships, the times you felt like giving up, were actually shaping you into someone capable of handling abundance. Think of it like this. If you gave a child a fortune without any understanding of money, they'd likely waste it. But because you've endured, you've developed wisdom, patience, and strength, the very qualities needed to sustain wealth. Look back at your hardest moments. Maybe you lost a job, faced rejection, or struggled to make ends meet. At the time, it felt unfair. But now, you see that every challenge forced you to grow, to think differently, to seek new solutions. You learned skills, gained insights, and discovered strengths you never knew you had. Without those struggles, you wouldn't be the person you are now, someone ready for abundance. This isn't just theory, it's real. How many successful people have you heard say, "I lost everything before I made it big"? That's not a coincidence. Struggle refines you. It forces you to let go of limiting beliefs, outdated habits, and the fear of failure. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who thrive is simple. The successful ones didn't see struggles as the end. They saw them as training. So instead of regretting the past, start celebrating it. Every financial hardship was a stepping stone. Every failure was a redirection. Every loss made space for something greater. You weren't being punished, you were being prepared. The money, the opportunities, the breakthroughs you've been waiting for, they're finally within reach because now you're ready to receive them. The key now is to let go of the struggle mentality. Stop carrying the energy of the past into your future. If you keep believing wealth is hard to attain, you'll keep manifesting struggle. Instead, recognize that the difficult phase is over. You've done the work. You've passed the test. Now it's time to step into ease, trust, and effortless success. And guess what? You don't even have to chase it anymore. Everything you desire is already on its way. You just have to relax and let go. If wealth is already on its way, why stress? The biggest mistake people make is thinking they have to chase prosperity when, in reality, it's meant to flow effortlessly. Look at nature. Does a river force itself to move? Does a tree struggle to grow? Abundance comes naturally when you stop resisting. It's time to release the pressure, let go of the struggle, and allow wealth to reach you without force. Think about it. When has worrying ever helped? Has stressing over money ever made it appear faster? Probably not. What does work? Trusting, knowing, aligning your energy with abundance rather than scarcity. Ever noticed how some people always seem to attract wealth effortlessly? It's not luck, it's because they've mastered the art of detachment. They don't chase, they attract. Buddhism teaches the power of non-attachment. When you obsess over money, you push it away. It's like chasing a butterfly. The harder you run after it, the further it flies. But the moment you sit still, it lands on your shoulder. That's how wealth works. Relax, trust, act as if prosperity is already yours, and soon it will be. This doesn't mean you do nothing. It means you act without desperation. There's a difference between inspired action and fearful hustle. The universe rewards aligned action, not frantic effort. Instead of worrying about how money will come, focus on elevating your energy. Meditate, visualize, spend time in gratitude. Do what makes you feel abundant now, and watch how quickly abundance finds you. Want a real-life example? Think about someone who constantly complains about being broke. They stay broke. Why? Because they're tuned into lack. Now think of someone who always expects good things. Somehow, they always land opportunities. That's not coincidence, that's energy in motion. Which one do you want to be? So take a breath. Stop overthinking. Your wealth is already secured. The doors are already opening. Your only job? Stay in alignment. Release the stress, drop the scarcity mindset, and trust that everything is unfolding in your favor. And here's the best part. Your blessings won't just come in expected ways. They'll arrive in ways you never imagined. Ever noticed how life has a way of surprising you? Just when you think you've figured it all out, something unexpected happens. That's exactly how wealth and prosperity work. You won't always see it coming, but trust me, it's on its way. The universe loves to operate outside of logic, bringing opportunities, gifts, and financial blessings from the most unexpected places. Think about the times when money showed up out of nowhere. A refund you forgot about, an old client reaching out, or a sudden job offer. That wasn't luck. That was alignment. And now, it's happening on a much bigger scale. Doors are about to open effortlessly for you. You don't need to know how or when, just trust that they will. Some people limit their wealth by expecting it only from their job or business. But true prosperity isn't tied to a single source. The universe has unlimited ways to deliver abundance. A chance encounter, a forgotten investment, even a random act of generosity. These are all channels of wealth. Keep your heart and mind open, because what's coming might look nothing like what you expected. Buddhist wisdom teaches that attachment to outcomes limits possibilities. If you're only focused on wealth coming in one way, you might miss a golden opportunity right in front of you. Detach. Stay open. Let the universe surprise you. Sometimes a delayed yes is actually a redirection towards something even greater. And here's a thought. What if your next financial breakthrough isn't even about money? What if it's an idea, a connection, or a skill that leads to wealth beyond your wildest dreams? The richest people in the world aren't always the ones chasing money. They're the ones who recognize and act on divine opportunities. Be ready. Pay attention. That one unexpected moment could change everything. The best part, you don't have to chase it. It's already seeking you. The right doors, the right people, the right circumstances are aligning behind the scenes. You're not waiting for abundance. Abundance is waiting for you to recognize it. Stay present, stay open, and prepare to be amazed. And when those blessings arrive, people will notice. Especially the ones who doubted you. You know what's funny? The same people who doubted you will be the ones asking how you did it. They might have laughed when you struggled, questioned your path, or even tried to discourage you. But now, they're about to witness something they can't ignore. Your transformation, your shift from hardship to abundance, is undeniable proof of divine favor. Wealth isn't just about money, it's a statement. It shows the world that prosperity follows those in alignment. When success starts flowing effortlessly, it becomes clear. This isn't luck, it's divine orchestration. And the best part? You won't need to explain yourself. Your results will speak louder than any words ever could. Ever noticed how some people can't stand to see others rise? That's because your success reminds them of their own limitations. But don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Instead, shine even brighter. Your abundance isn't just for you. It's a beacon, proving that the universe rewards faith, trust, and surrender. Buddhism teaches that true prosperity isn't about hoarding wealth. It's about flow. Money, success, and abundance are meant to circulate. And when you receive more, you're able to give more. So let your life be an example of what happens when you stop forcing and start trusting. That's the ultimate proof of divine favor. Some will admire you, some will envy you, and some will finally wake up. Your journey will inspire others to stop struggling and start believing in their own abundance. That's how you change the game. Not by preaching, but by showing what's possible. Your success is bigger than you. It's a ripple effect. And here's the real kicker. This is just the beginning. You're not just here to accumulate wealth. You're here for something greater. This abundance has a purpose, a higher calling. It's about more than just money. Wealth without purpose is like a ship without a compass. It might float, but it won't get anywhere meaningful. That's why this abundance coming your way isn't just for luxury or status. It's a tool, a resource to fulfill something much greater. You weren't chosen just to be rich. You were chosen to make an impact. Think about it. Why do monks and spiritual masters attract abundance effortlessly? Because they understand that money is energy meant to be used wisely. When you align with a higher purpose, wealth flows naturally. Whether it's helping others, building something meaningful, or simply living in a way that inspires, your prosperity is part of a divine plan. Imagine having more than enough, not just for yourself, but to uplift those around you. What would you do with unlimited financial freedom? Travel the world? Fund a cause? Support your family without stress? That's the kind of abundance that lasts, one that goes beyond material gain and touches lives. Buddhism teaches that true wealth is in giving, not just receiving. Ever noticed how the most generous people always seem to have more? Because the more you give, the more flows back to you. Your prosperity is a cycle, and when you use it wisely, it multiplies effortlessly. And let's be real, money in the hands of good-hearted, conscious people changes the world. When wealth is used with wisdom, it creates opportunities, ends suffering, and expands possibilities. That's the level you're stepping into. Not just rich, but impactful. Not just successful, but significant. So, forget the old belief that money and spirituality can't mix. Buddha never preached scarcity. He taught balance. And when you master that, abundance stops being a dream and becomes your reality. But here's the thing. You've got to trust the process. Trusting the process sounds easy, but it's one of the hardest things to do, right? Especially when we've been conditioned to chase success, work harder, and hustle nonstop. But here's the truth. Your financial breakthrough is already happening. It's in motion, even if you can't see it yet. Trusting the process means letting go of the need to control everything. Ever noticed how some people just seem to get lucky? They don't chase opportunities. They wait for them to come to them. That's the kind of flow you're entering now. You've been preparing for this moment through all the struggles, the hustle, and the failures. It wasn't for nothing. You were being molded for the wealth and abundance that's coming. Here's a secret. The universe works behind the scenes to align everything in your favor. When you trust that everything is happening as it should, you align with that divine flow of abundance. No more forcing, no more straining. The more you surrender to this process, the more you invite prosperity into your life. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, trust the soil, and give it time. In the same way, you need to trust that your abundance is growing beneath the surface. And one day, you'll see the fruits of your patience, money, success, and prosperity that seem to come out of nowhere. The trick is staying calm and confident even when things look uncertain. It's like walking in the dark. You can't see the path, but you trust it's there. And trust me, once you stop forcing it, things will start to unfold smoothly, effortlessly. That's when miracles start happening. This is where your real growth happens, not in your efforts, but in your surrender. The chosen ones know this. Abundance flows to those who trust the process, because the universe knows exactly what it's doing. Just keep following the signs, and everything will come together in ways you never imagined. Now that you've unlocked the secret to your financial transformation, the real question is, are you ready to embrace this new chapter of prosperity and abundance? Think about it. What could you accomplish if you stopped worrying about money and started trusting that everything you need is already on its way? It's time to stop striving and start receiving. Take a deep breath and let go of the struggle. Your financial breakthrough is already unfolding, and your higher purpose is waiting for you. Reflect on the path ahead. How will you use your newfound wealth and abundance to impact others, and what steps will you take to fully align with your true purpose? Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the tools and wisdom you need to stay on this path of transformation. You've got the power to manifest your dream life. Let's take that first step together.